BBC Television presents...
Hancock.
Where are you planning on spending Christmas this year, Sydney, old chap?
I thought I'd spend it here, Hancock.
That's very offhand of you. Hancock won't mind, I suppose. How do you know I'm going to be here? You haven't asked me. I might be planning on spending Christmas in the Bahamas for all you know. You might have the common courtesy to ask.
As a matter of fact, I was hoping you weren't going to be here. Anyway, you've been spending Christmas at home since 1968.
Charming, and a Happy New Year to you too. I see you've thrown yourself into the spirit of Christmas with your usual aplomb, grumpy old Sid. Doesn't Christmas mean anything to you, Sid?
No.
What about the story of the boy child in the lonely cattle shed, the Star of Bethlehem, the three wise men, the girl with the red outfit and the horrible wolf?
So, do you want me here over Christmas or not? I don't believe in all that stuff.
I never said I didn't want you, Sid. I'm just afraid you'll drag the whole thing down. No, there is room in the Hancock Inn for one Sidney James, but it would be nice to be appreciated for once, that's all.
I do appreciate you, it's just not manly to show it, that's all.
Why not, for heaven's sake?
Because we're men, and men don't appreciate one another, do we? We're just here, ain't we? To punch one another.
I suppose so. Hark the sound of youthful voices. Yes, this is what it's all about. All those smiling urchins' faces, their little dirty hands outstretched to gratefully accept a handful of shiny coppers. Thanks, mister, they say. Ho, ho, ho. Here you are, boys and girls. The minimum wage is 50p, mate. Minimum wage? I'll have none of that socialist claptrap here. 50p? You've got to be joking. You want to learn to sing in tune, you little horror. Clear off, the lot of you. Of today, a few bars of good King Wenceslas and they want a living wage. Well, they're not going to get it off me. What's this on the table? Where's Sid gone? My God, it's a bottle of Macallan 52-year-old malt special reserve. The rarest and most expensive whiskey in the world. 80,000 nicker. Hee 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 hee. Sid must have taken what I said about showing his appreciation to heart. I'm sure he doesn't drink whiskey though. I better steal it, hide it. Wait a minute, I'll check to see if Sid is upstairs. Ah, good, no sign of him. Wait a minute, the whiskey's gone. Within my grasp, the nectar of the gods, the water of life, the elixir of the wise. Oh no, like Tantalus, the divine noggin appeared before my eyes, then vanished. What happened? Here's Sid coming. I'll have to be nonchalant in case he realises I've seen it. Hello, Sid.
Hello, Hancock. What are you looking so pleased about?
Pleased? Nothing. Have you brought your Christmas drinks yet? Replenish the old cellar.
I've got some cans of bitter, some vodka and some tonic, and a lemon. That should do me for Christmas Day. What about you?
So, no whiskey this year?
I like whiskey. Can't stand the stuff. It tastes of peat or something.
It's supposed to. No, I didn't think you did. But I like whiskey, as you well know.
Yeah, I know you do.
I suppose you brought all your Christmas presents, Sid?
Some of them.
Like what? Anything interesting?
Christmas presents are supposed to be a surprise, Hancock.
Yes, of course they are. Expensive, were they? Have you been digging deep into your piggy bank?
Don't be so flaming nosy. It's rude to ask how much a present costs. That's why we take the labels off. It's the thought that counts. I bought yours anyway.
Yes, quite right, it's the thought that counts. I know you're a very generous fellow, and you wouldn't think twice about chucking, spending a very large sum of money on a present for someone who's close to you.
I suppose I am quite generous now, come to think of it. If your friends are worth having, they're worth spending money on. I've always said that, Hancock.
Giveth and thou wilt receiveth. St. Wenceslas, chapter 6, verse 7. But to whom would thou givest the greatest gift of all, Sid?
What, love you mean? That's reserved for Barbara Windsor, isn't it? Ha ha ha.
No, I was thinking about an 80,000 bottle of malt whiskey.
What was that, Hancock? Babs doesn't drink whiskey. She likes martini and ginger ale. She's got good taste, that girl.
Lovely. Sounds delicious.
So, what are you getting me for Christmas, Hancock? Socks again, I suppose.
Oh, no. Au contraire, Sid. Have I ever bought you socks? How remiss of me. Socks sound very boring, a tasteless gift with no class. No, this year I was thinking of something much more fitting a character actor of your stature. If I've neglected you in the past, Sydney, I certainly won't be this year.
What is it? 2 pairs of socks?
Ho, very ribald. But just you wait and see what Santa brings you. I think you'll be quite surprised.
Righto, I'll leave some sherry and mince pies out for him, shall I?
Perhaps a tot of the old hard stuff for the old man, eh? Wink, wink, wink. Hello, Atty. Can you and Kenneth come round? I want to have a little tete-a-tete with you about Christmas and the festivities. Perhaps open a bottle of something.
Oh, yes, I'd love to, Tony. I really enjoy Christmas. It's my favourite time of the year. Oh, goody. Hello, Hancock. Have you got my Christmas box? I'll take it now. It's probably too big to go through the post, I expect. I'll put it on my roof rack, shall I?
Only tradesmen get Christmas boxes, Williams. People who work hard for a living, not like you. You will get a gift, not a gratuity, as a colleague on my show.
No, don't be too formal, will you? You couldn't force the words friends from your lips even over Christmas, Hancock. Well, make it a big gift anyway. I'm skint. Cost of living's going up. There's been a drastic reduction in the amount of lines you're giving me. My vocal cords are withering.
If only. £30 a line per episode. It's in your contract, Ken. You signed it. The amount of lines you get is dependent on whether you fit in the sketch or not. At the moment, you're a not. Anyway, it's gifts I've invited you all around tonight to discuss. Has Sid told you what he's going to get you for Christmas?
Tut, Tony. People don't usually tell you what they're getting you for Christmas. It spoils the surprise. People like to see your face light up and you smile when you're given something you really want.
Yes, well, never mind about all that malarkey. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty hat. Is Sid getting you a very expensive bottle of whiskey or not?
I hope not. Whiskey makes me sick. I like a good bottle of champagne or a nice glass of sherry.
Yes, jolly good. A very good idea, Hattie. And as it happens, that's exactly what I'm getting you for Christmas.
Thanks, Tony. That will make a lovely present. Plus the surprise you'll be getting me.
The surprise? What surprise?
Surprise gift you're going to give me as well. You know, so I'll be delighted when I get something I didn't expect. You've told me what you're getting me, champagne and sherry, so it won't be a surprise. Well, Sid might be getting me whiskey. Why do you want to know? There must be a reason. You must be after something. I've seen that look in your eyes before. You're lusting over something.
Don't you try and muscle in on this, Williams. Of course you don't drink whiskey. I've seen you thinking baby shams like they're going out of business, but not whiskey.
And what's wrong with baby sham? I also like a baby wham. That's 4 parts whiskey, 4 parts baby sham, and a handful of cocktail cherries thrown in a pint mug.
Never mind all that. Have you ever heard of a Macallan 52-year-old Special Reserve Single Malt Williams?
What, a single malt Williams? Oh, of course not. Oh, don't be bloody silly. Who's this Macallan? Is he one of those hairy Scottish rugby players sticking their heads up one another's bottoms? But what's all this got to do with Sid, Tony? He doesn't drink whiskey either, to my knowledge.
All right, Hattie, I'll have to come clean. I saw a bottle of Macallan 52-year-old Special Reserve Single Malt on the table where Sid usually sits, and I think he's going to give it to me as a present. Totally out of character, but there you are.
No, oh, that doesn't sound like Sid. You're lucky if he remembers it's Christmas. But, well, so what? You've dragged us all this way over here to talk about a flaming bottle of booze? Sam Ferrian, if you ask me.
Well, I had you down as a Philistine, Williams. This bottle of Macallan is worth £80,000. 80,000 big ones. It's the most expensive bottle of whiskey in the world.
And I'm well worth it. Sid and me are buddies. We go way back to the carry-ons, you know. I can sink a whiskey if it's worth £80,000. I'll tell Sid I love a McLaren. I'll sell it on eBay.
You keep your hands off my Macallan, Williams. But don't let Sid know I'm trying to find out who he's bought it for Christmas. I don't want to ruin his little surprise.
Are you trying to bribe me?
No.
I want a new Savile Row suit, a case of baby sham, and 60 lines minimum per episode of Hancock's Half Hour.
That's more lines than I get.
I know, they'll rename the show One Away a Half Hour with Williams, won't they?
All right, just keep it to yourself if that's at all possible for you, Williams. Yes, is that Debbie James, Sid James's sister? Oh, good. It's Tony Hancock, Sid's partner on the Hancock Half Hour. Yes, we are good, aren't we? I couldn't ask you in confidence, could I? But do you like whiskey? No, I'm not trying to get you drunk, madam. For Christmas, a present. Oh, no, you don't drink whiskey. Oh, good. I mean, what do you like? Dry sherry? Yes, thanks very much for letting me know. Merry Christmas. Right, so that's all Sid's contacts and relatives, and none of them drink whiskey. So the Macallan 52-year-old Special Reserve Single Malt must be for me.
Merry Christmas, Sid. Merry Christmas, Tony. Merry Christmas, Kenneth.
Merry Christmas, Harry. And now, before we sit down to Christmas lunch, I think we all ought to exchange presents in that age-old custom that befits friends and colleagues. Then eat, drink, and be merry.
Hear, hear.
Right, and I would like to be first to give my old pal, fellow comedian and lodger, Sid James, his present. It's outside, Sid. There it is, Sid. Do you like it?
What is it? You got me a garden fence, Hancock?
No, a car. The Rolls Royce. Nice, isn't it? It's yours. Merry Christmas, Sid.
You bought me a flaming roller? What on earth for?
Do I need a reason? It's Christmas, Sid. Season of goodwill and all that. I thought you'd like it. Appreciate it. I was showing my appreciation for your good self. And what have you got me?
I've got you an alarm clock. 'Cause you're always late getting up.
An alarm clock? Where's my Macallan 52-year-old Special Reserve Single Malt?
What Macallan 52-year-old Special Reserve Single Malt?
The one that was on our flaming table a couple of weeks ago. The bottle was on the table just where you sit.
You don't mean that old prop bottle I brought home?
Prop bottle? What do you mean?
Yes, it's going to be in the next Carry On film. Carry On Up the Trosset.
You mean to tell me my bottle of Macallan 52-year-old Special Reserve Single Malt was empty?
Afraid so. It's plastic, a fake. I'm going to smash it over Kenneth Williams' head in the film, but don't tell him. If you like, I'll do it today. It is Christmas. Oh, no.